The world's largest battery-electric aircraft has just taken flight, and this massive 25,000-pound airplane reportedly used only about $5 worth of electricity during its first flight. This is the Heart X1, an experimental aircraft built by Swedish-American company Heart Aerospace. On August 12, 2026, the X1 took off from Plattsburgh International Airport in New York and stayed in the air for 27 minutes, reaching around 1,100 feet. And this is not a tiny electric plane. The X1 has a huge 106-foot wingspan, is about 76 feet long, and weighs more than 25,000 pounds at takeoff. Its 4 electric motors delivered more than 1 megawatt of power during the flight. But here is the really interesting part. The X1 is fully battery electric. There is no jet fuel powering its propulsion system during this test flight. So, what is the point of building such a huge electric aircraft? The X1 is basically a flying test laboratory. Heart Aerospace is using it to test the batteries, electric motors, power systems, flight controls, and other technology needed for its next aircraft. And that aircraft is called the ES-30. Unlike the X1, the ES-30 is being designed as a 30-seat hybrid electric passenger aircraft. Heart says the ES-30 could fly up to 200 kilometers using electricity alone. For longer trips, its hybrid system could extend the range to around 800 kilometers. It is also designed around short regional routes, where smaller airports could become much more useful. Another major target is cost. Heart Aerospace says the ES-30 could have more than 40% lower operating costs than conventional regional aircraft. The company also says an all-electric route could produce 0 operational CO2 emissions, and charging could be surprisingly quick. The company lists around 30 minutes for charging. But don't expect to board an electric Heart aircraft tomorrow. The X1 is still an experimental demonstrator, and the ES-30 must go through a long certification process before carrying passengers. Heart is targeting type certification in 2031, with flight testing of the pre-production aircraft planned before that. So, this aircraft is not replacing Boeing or Airbus overnight, but something important has just happened. For the first time, an aircraft this large has demonstrated piloted battery-electric flight at this scale. And if Heart Aerospace can turn this technology into a reliable 30-seat passenger aircraft, short regional flights could look very different in the next decade.